Welcome, animateers. No, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. No, hell no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Welcome, Animaniacs. Wait, wasn't that Warner Brothers? Wasn't that a cartoon? Why would I say that? Who writes this stuff? What do you mean it's me? Welcome to another episode of Mr. Anime Reviews. Today we're going to be covering one of the best animated movies I've ever seen and probably ever made, Grave of the Fireflies. If you have not seen this picture, you're probably really young or really stupid. No, just kidding. No, not at all. It's a very good movie, and I can already start out by saying that our story follows, I believe his name is Seita and his young sister Setsuko. If I mispronounce those, send me a letter about it hating me. Setsuko is the little girl, and Seita is the guy. Basically what happens is their city is firebombed by, well, they don't say who does it, but we all know it's the Americans back in World War II. That's where this movie takes place. Their town is firebombed and basically destroyed. From there, the 12-year-old and his 4-year-old sister basically are on their own. They move in with their aunt, or I believe it's the aunt, which turns out to be a spiteful, fucking nasty bitch lady. So they quickly decide to leave the care of her, in which they are forced to live in a cave alongside a small lake, and it basically just goes downhill from there. The art style is extremely good. The drawings of the Fireflies, in all their just beautiful glory, is very touching. This is a very, very moving picture, and it is definitely probably going to find its way onto my top 5 favorite lists of all time when we wrap the series up coming up here. I gotta say, as far as the actual conflict goes, they do a great job not blaming anyone for the war. They could easily say, those Americans, they firebombed us. You should feel sorry for this brother and his little sister. You should hate those damn Americans, those wiener burger stuff in their face bitches. But they don't do that. This movie definitely goes out and blames the Japanese just as much. Obviously, the Japanese did not handle bombings and atomic bombings very well, and as a result, they turned on each other. And that is probably one of the sadder things in this movie. When there's a scene where Seita's trying to get food for him and his sister to live on, and the farmer finds him stealing and beats the shit out of him. And instead of trying to understand, he's just going to be extremely greedy and worry about himself and not worry about his other countrymen, even if it is a small boy. This is an extremely, extremely navigating adventure to your soul, and I liked it a lot. If you haven't seen Grave of the Fireflies, you should really see it. And there's a couple other animated movies we will go over at another time that I believe are definitely must-sees. But first on the list is this movie. I first saw it, I believe, back in 2001, but I couldn't quite fully appreciate it then. I went out and bought it about a year ago, and it has since become probably my most watched animated piece of all time. I've probably seen this movie now 9 or 10 times. Every couple months I sit down and watch it, and I have to soak in the real glory of this movie. The ending is extremely moving. It is not a cheap tearjerker. It is one of the finest endings to one of the best movies I have ever seen. I will definitely give Grave of the Fireflies a 9.5 out of 10, and that is pretty damn good in my book. Hello, anime fans, everybody out there that watches. We have a great next 4 shows for you. Well, not really. I'm actually going to compact 2 movies into each show. Next, by request of Anime Talk Explosion, we will be reviewing all 4 Inuyasha movies. I will be reviewing the first 2 in the first review and the last 2 in the second review. So you get to look forward to that, because we know I am.